Hey everybody, it's Dr. Kelly in your next Learn It moment. Buckle in, sit down, get out your notepad because in this episode we're going to be talking about why it's so damn hard to make quality content, quality education, whether it's online or in person or some AI hybrid of the both of them. Why is it so damn hard to get people's attention and to keep it? I'm going to tell you right now, in this episode, we're going to get into, are you a pleasure seeker or a pain avoider? Buckle in, let's get down. Hey everybody, it's Dr. Kelly. I used to be a teacher in the toughest classrooms in the worst neighborhoods with the most difficult students. And what I learned there changed everything I thought I knew about content creation and delivery. Over the past 25 years, I've taught thousands of students, both in person and online. And what I can tell you is that effective online engagement is the hardest thing you'll ever do without guidance. So I've dedicated this channel to showing people exactly how to capture attention, hold engagement, and create transformation. Every single part of it. I love learning, I love teaching and making an impact, and that's all you're gonna find right here. All right, everybody, let's get into it. Now, this is really an Anthony Robbins rehash, but I'm telling you, it's awesome content, and how you relate this to education is more and more important, because really what we want in this channel is we want everybody to be looking at your education system, looking at whether it's you're a coach, an educator, a consultant, it doesn't matter. What we want is to help other people avoid the pitfalls, the chasms, the setbacks that derail people and create what they perceive as failures, rather than getting to the other side, which is what everybody starts with anyways. Everybody wants to get to the other side of whatever they're going for, whether it's to lose weight, whether it's to create more diversity and inclusion in the workplace, whether it's to lower your handicap, it doesn't matter. Everybody has a vision of what they're trying to actually create in reality. Your job is to help them get there without those pits. And how you do that is you understand you first. And that's the beauty. That's what makes an amazing educator an amazing educator, is because they've been there. They've helped others get through it. They've seen what's possible on the other side. And what you have to understand is it starts with you. The examination of you. What are you about? And how do you use those battling principles? And you may have heard this. I'm going to tell you a story. So sit down for a sec. Sit back, relax. It's story time. Okay. So there's an old story that goes back that this grandfather's talking to his son, and he says, why are some people good and some people bad? And he said, well, they're not. What happens is everyone has two dogs inside them and they battle. And one is an evil dog, and he drives you to make bad decisions, and he drives you to be mean and spiteful. And the other is a good dog, and he's the one that tries to bring you to the good light, tries to make you be a better person, have better interactions, make better decisions. And the grandson says, well, who wins that battle? And the grandfather says, whichever dog eats the most. Whoever you feed the most is the dog that wins. And when you understand that those battling principles are the need to gain pleasure, to seek pleasure, or the desire to avoid pain, it's exactly the same thing. We are all driven by that. We all want more pleasure, or we all want to avoid the pain side. And the pain side is usually what's really interesting. And I want you to this is one of those moments in time where you get to sit for a second and look at yourself, examine yourself. And I promise you the growth on the other side is awesome. If you just take out a piece of paper right now and you list down the decisions you've made this month. The impactful ones, but you've made millions of decisions, but the impactful ones, like maybe you bought a new car, or you bought a new watch, or you had the hunt for the Louis Vuitton purse, or the driver that gives you the extra 5 yards off the tee that you did not need, but you wanted the pleasure. You wanted that so bad that you went and did it anyway, despite all the other things that are going on in your life. You chose that anyways. That is the desire to seek pleasure. Now, you can use pleasure positively too. It's always negative, but in the moment, pleasure seekers will generally take actions before fully thinking them out because they just want that pleasure. Whereas people that avoid pain, which is also can be used for a great benefit, and I want you to understand that everyone I've ever encountered in life do both of those. They'll seek pleasure and avoid pain in varying contexts. And the people that you're teaching, coaching, consulting with, they're exactly the same way. And you need to understand that's the human nature of it. And the more that you understand those two battling principles all the time, the easier you can create, craft, mold your content to make it more pleasurable and less painful all the time. So, when you start to examine yourself, you write down the decisions you made. Maybe you did buy that new $29,000 Oyster Rolex watch, or maybe you bought that new Louis Vuitton purse. Maybe you binge watched Netflix on Stranger Things and ate cheesecake rather than following that new workout program that was supposed to start on Monday. Do you see how pleasure is driving some decisions, but there's the pain on the other side? So when you made the decision to work out, it was pleasurable. Tomorrow my program starts. Come 6 a.m. in the morning when you said you were going to get up, it's pretty painful. And you're like, oh no, it's so warm and cozy. I think I'll just rest a little while longer. Snooze. And then you're snoozing for one 8-minute or 9-minute cycle. Whoever decided that snooze was 9 minutes, I don't understand that at all. But in any event, I'm sure there's a history to it. Snooze. All of a sudden now it's 7:45, workout, diet, food prep, planning your day, any meditation or, recalibration of your brainwaves are gone. You're just like, I gotta get to work. I gotta be there by 8:15. I better stop at Tim Hortons, get a double on a coffee and a donut. And boom, you're gone. And then you wonder why by 10:30 you feel like crap. Oh my gosh, because you were in a pleasure moment and the pain of getting out of the bed was greater than the pleasure later on. And that is what moves people. So when we're crafting this, you need to start asking better questions. Now, here's the cool thing is Anthony Robbins said that too. He's like, the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your questions. This is not new information for most of you, but do you use it? Oh my gosh, that's the big light bulb moment. Start utilizing this information in your content creation. How can you use this to make better students, to make more impactful content online, in person, or a hybrid thereof that people are motivated to actually use? There's the big rub. Okay, so here's what you do. First, understand those principles are always in effect. So make your content pleasurable to watch. Try to remove the pain. Pain is long content that's super boring. Pleasure is short content that's fun and exciting. Okay, there's your first tip. Next, what we need to do is start asking better questions. How can you use this in your daily life? Make the content engaging. Make sure that when you're making this content, you're relating it to your students' hobbies, their interests. Also, be aware that as they're going through whatever course material you've created, there's concerns, there's fears. I'm not good enough. This is too hard. I won't be able to do it. Understanding and addressing those removes some pain. The more time that we can address those things while we're developing and delivering content, the higher quality content you're going to create, but more importantly, the bigger impact your content is going to have. So here's the assignment. Because I'm right around that 8-minute mark, which is my motto. Got to get it done in under 10. Here we go. Your assignment is to create and submit a video teaching the benefits, teaching me about dish soap. Dish soap. I want a whole video, 8, 3, 4, 1 minute, doesn't matter, on dish soap. Make it engaging. Make it fun. Remove some pain. Because imagine if you were the student on the other side of your content, is it going to be painful to watch, or are they going to be like, oh, that was good. I enjoyed that. That was great. That's what we want on the other side, because that's the only way we can drive them to get to the next one. Go out, make some content. Now, here's the other thing. Make sure you watch the next one, because in the next episode of the Learn It Moment, I'm going to get into the space, the most important space in life is what I'm going to be getting into. The most important space of your life is the space between the stimulus and the response. And that, my friends, is going to change your life. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next one. This is Dr. Kelly in your Learn It Moment.